Watch out, cause it's motherfucking Thunder Force, bitches! I'd like to deeply apologize about that. Anyway, this is Koru here with another gamedibs.com video review. Today I'm doing Thunder Force 6 for the PlayStation 2. This game was released in 2008 on October 30th, and currently it's a Japan exclusive. Published by Sega and designed by Tetsuo Kano, this is a horizontal scrolling shooter, and it's the first in the Thunder Force series where you use a 3D scrolling system. As in, the gameplay is completely 2D, but all the scenery moves in 3D. The storyline is just way too drawn out, it's way too detailed, blah 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 blah, blah crap. It basically takes place 10 years after the events of Thunder Force 5, which was on the PlayStation 1. That's pretty much all you need to know. Unless you're a huge fan of it, look it up, you can find the plot somewhere. Now, once you start the game, as my stupid ass took forever to do, you go into your options. You can set the difficulty from as easy as kids to as hard as Maniac if you'd like. I'm going to set it on Maniac just to show you guys how hard the game gets, when you stroke it enough. I'm sorry. Anyway, alright, so when you first start out, you pick your stages. You can pick them in any order you want. These are the first 3 levels, and you can play them in the order that you choose. And after you do that, you get to select your ship. So hurry up, ship load screen. You choose between the Phoenix and the Rhinox R, and they're both pretty good ships, whatever. So after you pick your ship, oh, this game's 2 players, by the way, forget to mention that. You'll get a nice little CG movie here, detailing a big war battle going on. And then after that, you'll go into the stage that you picked. So let me get into the weapons that you can use, because this is probably my favorite part of the game. There's the twin shot, the back shot, the hunter, the wave, the blade, free range, and of course your shield. Basically, you have 5 different types of weapons that can be equipped on your ship's arms, but only 4 of the weapons are employed by all 3 ships to be used against enemy forces. The Phoenix and the Syrinx both use the wave, but fire them kind of in a different way, while the Rhinox R uses the blade instead. Now, your 2 ships that you can unlock are the Fire Leo 04C, which you beat the game on normal or any other difficulty, normal and above, and it unlocks it. The Syrinx is unlocked by beating the game on normal or above using the Rhinox R. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff to unlock, but it's got a little bit of replay value, which is kind of cool. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the overweapon, which is basically your special attack, or in most shooters, your bomb attack, whatever. But this is kind of different, and it's greatly enhanced and a lot better. It was first in Thunder Force 5, which basically, whatever weapon you have equipped that you're shooting enemies with, it drastically boosts it, and it makes it so much more stronger and devastating. But with this one, you can fill it up to 6 times, and you can increase the offensive strength of it by using the several bars in quick succession. So that makes it a lot more fun. As far as your levels go, you have your jungle stage, your flame stage, your ocean stage, the Federation stage, the battleship stage, and then finally the fortress stage, where you fight the Orn Emperor at the very end. Now, the director of this game had said, depending on the sales of this title, that they would be releasing and finishing up 2 other projects which they have under wraps. Now, I don't know how well this game did, and hopefully it did well, but I have no idea. I mean, considering they didn't release it in the States, they didn't release it in Europe, which I thought was a stupid move. Maybe by the end of the PS2's life cycle, it might get a $20 port to the States or whatever. It doesn't matter, even if they port it 2 years from now, when the PS2's like approaching death, or if it's not dead already, I think it would be great, because this game definitely needs to be played by a lot more than just the Japanese audience, and probably those small few who have decided to import the game. Now, the graphics I liked a lot. I thought it had a very good mood to it, very darkish, kind of brooding mood to it. There's a lot of good visual effects. The soundtrack I thought was excellent. I loved it. I've always been a big fan of the Thunder Force soundtracks, Thunder Force 4 being my favorite Thunder Force title. So this one doesn't disappoint if you're a fan of the Thunder Force series, as well as the Thunder Force series music. I haven't noticed any slowdown, which is great because when there's a lot of bullets on screen in most shooters, or not all, but quite a few, there could be some drop in frame rate. And the difficulty on this, it's not brutal, but it is definitely challenging if, unless you're a master of bullet hell shooters. But, I think it's a great title, and anyone who hasn't imported it or picked it up, I would definitely recommend it. I know there's tons of great shooters on the PS2, but this is a great addition to the PS2 as well as the Thunder Force series. And why get this one over all the other Thunder Force games? Because it's fucking Thunder Force, bitches. Pick it up. Until next time, this is Koru. Take care, everybody.